Good afternoon and welcome to another Forest at Duke trivia session. My name is Kelsey Fry. I will be your host for today's trivia. We have a Thanksgiving special for today. All of our questions relate to the Thanksgiving holiday. Again, this is just for fun, so we won't be collecting any answer sheets. We do have a set of 20 questions. We'll go through each question once, and then we will go through them again and reveal the answer. So you can grab your pen and paper and we will get started. Our first question for today is, in what year was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Is it A, 1918, B, 1924, C, 1932, or D, 1940? Question 2. Which of the following foods most likely appeared on the first Thanksgiving menu? Was it A, lobster, B, cranberry sauce, C, potatoes, or D, pecan pie? Question number 3. Where was the first turkey trot held? Was it A, in Boston, Massachusetts, B, Baltimore, Maryland, C, Washington, D.C., or D, Buffalo, New York? Question 4. Which famous Christmas song was originally written to be performed on Thanksgiving? Was it A, O Holy Night, B, Jingle Bells, C, Deck the Halls, or D, Joy to the World? Question 5. What company can be credited for the invention of the green bean casserole? Is it A, Butterball, B, Stouffer's, C, Campbell's Soup Company, or D, Green Giant? Question number 6. What U.S. state raises the most turkeys? Is it A, Minnesota, B, Wyoming, C, Montana, or D, Iowa? Question 7. Which state does not have a town named Turkey? Which does not? Is it A, North Carolina, B, Texas, C, Louisiana, or D, Idaho? Question number 8. Which U.S. president made turkey pardoning an annual event? Was it A, Jimmy Carter, B, Ronald Reagan, C, George H.W. Bush, or D, Bill Clinton? Question 9. How much does the average Thanksgiving turkey weigh? Is it A, 7 pounds, B, 11 pounds, C, 13 pounds, or D, 15 pounds? Question 10. What meat is the most popular alternative to turkey on Thanksgiving? Is it A, chicken, B, ham, C, venison, or D, pork? Question 11. How long was the first Thanksgiving celebration? How long did the first Thanksgiving celebration last? Was it A, 1 day, B, 2 days, C, 3 days, or D, 1 week? Question 12. In what year was the first Thanksgiving NFL game? Was it A, 1920, B, 1928, C, 1932, or D, 1938? Question 13. Sarah Josephina Hale convinced Abraham Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday. What famous song did Sarah write? Is it A, Humpty Dumpty, B, Hushabye Baby, C, The Itsy Bitsy Spider, or D, Mary Had a Little Lamb? Question 14. How many calories does the average American consume on Thanksgiving? Is it A, 2,500, B, 3,000, C, 4,000, or D, 4,500? Question 15. What New England town once canceled Thanksgiving for a molasses shortage? Was it A, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, B, Colchester, Connecticut, C, Mystic, Connecticut, or D, Montpelier, Vermont? Question 16. What is the day after Thanksgiving known as? Is it A, Winter Solstice, B, Fat Friday, C, Black Friday, or D, Harbor Day? Question 17. How many feathers does a full-grown turkey have? Is it A, 500, B, 3,500, C, 5,500, or D, 7,000? Question 18. Which character on the TV show Friends once got their head stuck in a turkey? Is it A, Ross, B, Joey, C, Phoebe, or D, Chandler? Question 19. What movie made the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade famous? Is it A, A Christmas Story, B, It's a Wonderful Life, C, Miracle on 34th Street, or D, Home Alone? And our last question, question 20, what is a baby turkey called? Is it A, a plout, B, a squeaker, C, a peep, or D, a squab? All right, so now it's time to reveal the answers. Question 1. In what year was the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? And the answer was B, in 1924. Macy's has been holding its annual Thanksgiving Day Parade since 1924. In addition to floats with nursery rhyme characters like Mother Goose and Little Miss Muffet, the inaugural parade also included real bears, monkeys, elephants, and other animals on loan from the Central Park Zoo. In 1927, the animals were replaced with giant balloon characters. All right, question 2 was, of which of the following foods was most likely on the first Thanksgiving menu? And surprisingly, the answer is A, lobster. Lobster was probably on the first Thanksgiving menu. Mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce were not served at the first Thanksgiving. In fact, potatoes weren't grown in North America yet, and cranberry sauce wouldn't have been invented for another 50 years. Other indigenous foods that might have been on the menu include swan, mussels, venison, and corn porridge. Question 3, where was the first turkey trot held? And the answer was D, Buffalo, New York. The first turkey trot was established in 1896 in Buffalo, New York. A mere 6 runners showed up to participate. Since then, the race has become decidedly more popular, with millions of participants showing up to many turkey trots across the nation. Question 4, which famous Christmas song was originally written to be performed on Thanksgiving? And the answer was B, Jingle Bells. James Lord Pierpont originally wrote Jingle Bells so it could be performed by his father's Sunday school class on Thanksgiving. Question 5, what company can be credited for the invention of green bean casserole? And the answer is C, the Campbell's Soup Company. The recipe was developed by a woman named Dorcas Riley. She worked in the Campbell's Soup Home Economics Department. It was originally called Green Bean Bake, and the recipe became a sensation when the company began printing it on the labels of their cream of mushroom soup cans. So, fun fact. Question 6, what U.S. state raises the most turkeys? And the answer is A, Minnesota. Question 7, Which state does not have a town named Turkey? Surprisingly, there is more than one Turkey. The answer was D, Idaho. The U.S. actually has 4 tiny towns named after the turkey. There's a Turkey, North Carolina, Turkey, Texas, Turkey, Arizona, and Turkey Creek, Louisiana. Each one of them has a population of under 500. Question 8. Which U.S. president made turkey pardoning an annual event? And the answer was C, George H.W. Bush. It was President George H.W. Bush who made the turkey pardon official when he took office in 1989. Since then, turkeys across the U.S. have rejoiced at least one day a year as the leaders have spared a lucky bird from the Thanksgiving table. So President George H.W. Bush was the first to make it an official event. Question 9, how much does the average Thanksgiving turkey weigh? And the answer is D, 15 pounds. Question 10, what meat is the most popular alternative to turkey on Thanksgiving? And the answer was, or is E, ham. Although 88% of Americans eat turkey on Thanksgiving, ham is the #1 alternative. Question 11, how long was the first Thanksgiving celebration? And the answer was C, 3 days. The event that Americans commonly call the first Thanksgiving was celebrated by the Pilgrims after their first harvest in the New World in October 1621. The festivities lasted a total of 3 days. Question 12, in what year was the first Thanksgiving NFL game? And the answer is A, 1920. The tradition of football on Thanksgiving began in 1876 with a game between Yale and Princeton. The first NFL games were played on Thanksgiving in 1920. Question 13. Sarah Josepha Hale convinced Abraham Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday. What famous song did Sarah write? And the answer was D, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Sarah Hale was an American writer, activist, and an influential editor. She was the author of the nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb. She also famously campaigned for the creation of the American holiday known as Thanksgiving. Question 14, how many calories does the average American consume on Thanksgiving? And the answer is D, 4,500 calories. The average is about 229 grams of fat. Together, that's more than twice the calories and 3.5 times the fat that's recommended daily. And there's a picture here, kind of a breakdown of typical Thanksgiving foods and their serving size along with their calorie count. So coming in with the most calories is pumpkin pie, pecan pie, sweet potato casserole, and stuffing is also pretty high up there. Question 15. What New England town once canceled Thanksgiving for a molasses shortage? And the answer is B, Colchester, Connecticut. Molasses played such a starring role in the colonial New England Thanksgiving that a shortage of it in 1705 forced Colchester, Connecticut to postpone the holiday for a week. New England colonists used molasses that was imported from the West Indies because it didn't cost as much as sugar, and they used it in baked beans, brown bread, and pumpkin pie. Question 16. What is the day after Thanksgiving known as? And the answer is C, Black Friday. The day after Thanksgiving has been regarded as the beginning of the U.S. Christmas shopping season since the year 1952. Question 17. How many feathers does a full-grown turkey have? And the answer is 5,500. There are approximately 5,500 feathers on an adult wild turkey, including 18 tail feathers. Many of the feathers are iridescent, and that gives the turkey its charismatic, shimmering sheen. Question 18. Which character on the TV show Friends once got their head stuck in a turkey? And the answer is B, Joey. There's a picture of him here with the turkey on his head. In the Friends episode, the one with all the Thanksgivings, two characters are seen with turkeys on their heads, both Joey and Monica. Question 19. What movie made the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade famous? And the answer is C, Miracle on 34th Street. Miracle on 34th Street was shot on location in New York City with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade sequences filmed live while the 1946 parade was happening. There's a quote from one of the actresses, Maureen O'Hara, saying, "It was a mad scramble to get all the shots we needed, and we got to do each scene only once." And our last question is question 20. What is a baby turkey called? And the answer was A, a poult. There's a picture here of a little turkey family. All right, so that wraps up all our Thanksgiving Day questions for today. We thank you so much for playing. We hope you had fun and learned some interesting facts about Thanksgiving. And we wish you all a wonderful holiday. Thanks so much.